Hi, I'm Bill Clifton, the Group Managing Director at Banlaw and one of the owners, along with my business partner, Jeff Barker. What I'd like to talk to you today about is the benefits of unified fuel management and how it can really add to your bottom line. We find that people are focused on their core business, whether it be mining, fleet operation, and they forget how powerful cost control can be around the management of fuel and oil. And fuel generally is nearly the same cost structure or same expense as a payroll. But they have a very focused and unified approach to payroll. They have a great system. And in fuel management, we find that quite often there's not that focus. And by getting unified and tackling the transfer handling and the reconciliation of your fuel and oil, you can save a fortune. Generally here in Australia, sometimes it's different overseas, but our customers can just enjoy huge savings just by using one source of the truth system to capture the data and tag it correctly. Things like fuels tax credits. One of our large mining customers in Western Australia has benefited greatly by just claiming all the fuel tax credit that they're entitled to claim, whereas they were missing that before. And the ATO are pretty tough on anyone that does not provide a detailed audit trail, and we do that. In other areas, just reconciling your fuel costs to account for every litre on site. Our systems will not authorise the transfer of fuel or oil unless it's to an authorised vehicle. We have a special tagging system that controls that. And once you capture all that data and you know it's going to an authorised vehicle, you can really account for every litre. And it's not hard, it's not labour intensive, the system does most of it. And once you've got that, things spill out the back end of our ResTrack management system, things like environmental accountability reports, your fuels tax credit reports, detailed fleet consumption reports. So things like that end up going to different functions in the business. The environmental people get the environmental reconciliation report, the maintenance people get the fuel and oil consumption reports. So it's by having a unified approach and having a fuel champion on site that has some authority and some control to pull all this together, many departments within the operation actually get the information they need to run and control one of the biggest operating costs in that business. Coming from the fuel industry, my background's around reconciling and accounting for fuel. So when we lose a litre, we'd have to sell nearly 200 to get our margin back. So we got really good at fuel reconciliation. We also got really good at understanding where the security risks are. Unfortunately, this day and age, fuel's almost like a currency, and we've had drivers moving fuel in the past that have perhaps maybe seen it as an entitlement, but either way it was shrinkage. And whilst these systems are not specifically designed just for shrinkage and to prevent theft, it is a real problem. We've seen it in Australia, we've seen it in Africa, we've seen it in South America, and we've seen it throughout Asia. So security is really important. It can be a big factor, and we find that our clients usually come to us when they've had a problem that's too late, and then we go through the assessment process, the audit process, and we help them overcome that. So all this is probably sounding very complex, but dealing with Banlaw, it's one organisation who manufactures refuelling products. We provide a fuel reconciliation monitoring system. We have processes and tools to help our clients. So we bring it all together around a service level agreement, a nice package that makes it easy to run, and it takes a lot of the stress out, and yet you get really good control over one of your largest operating costs.